Hey, just a quick overview about the project and different features that are available inside the project and how they work. First of all, it's a completely cloud-based solution where you get to run everything on the autopilot based on your campaigns, based on your scheduler in the campaign, and based on your daily limits. Like you have the daily limits and you have the scheduler where you get to set the time zone and based on which the campaigns works. Here we have the dashboard where you get to see day-to-day stats, how many engagements done today, how many invites going out so far, how many follow-up messages, how many emails so far as of today. Here you get to see day-to-day stats in the graphical form. Here you get to see the people who are replying recently. So you can also see messaging over here and reply from here. Then here we have the social selling index, which is more of like algorithm for LinkedIn. Based on these four factors, you get to LinkedIn evaluates your social selling index on weekly basis, and after that on weekly basis, and then the better number you get, the more visibility you get across the platform on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn do evaluates your activities on weekly basis, and after that your social selling index is calculated. Let's move to the next step about setting up a new campaign. We have three different type of campaigns: network campaign, flow campaign, and the sequence campaign. Network campaign is specifically just to warm up your account. So if you are a new, you have a new account, or you are starting up with the automation for the first time, or you have very less number of connections, then network campaign you can get started with the network campaign. We have other type of campaigns, the follow campaign and the sequence campaign, which are more of the targeted campaigns, but network campaign is specifically just to warm up your account. Let's start a flow campaign, and in the meantime we can go and do a quick search on LinkedIn. So first of all, the main rule for LinkedIn search is that do not make use of the search field, because it will show you a lot of irrelevant prospects. This is a keyword field which will filter down the data based on the keywords. So let's say if you are looking for CEOs or the manager profiles, so if somebody have manager or the CEO mentioned anywhere on their profile, system will show the data or LinkedIn will show the data. But we are looking for the people who actually have the current titles as the CEO or the manager. Okay, so we will make use of this title field to search the data. Now here we are looking for the second or the third degree connections. Talking about the connections, the first degree connections are the one already connected with you. Second and the third one are the ones who are not connected with you. Look, we are looking in the US, then we are looking for, let's say, IT services as an example, and then you can like do a quick search over here. One second. Okay, so we have the list of the people that are showing up as a result of our the filters we have applied. Once you're done with that, copy the URL from the top, go back to Linkedcamp. Here we have the flow campaign. Here you will be putting up the LinkedIn URL. It could be free LinkedIn account URL. It could be Sales Navigator URL. It could be group URL. It could be event URL, post URL, or the recruiter or recruiter like URL. Once you're done putting up the URL, you can also upload the CSV file from here. Then I'm pre-populating an existing flow right over here. Talking about the flow, first of all, we are filtering down the data. Then we are sending connect requests with the message over here. You can make use of all these placeholders in your messaging. Then we are making use of triggers. We have if connected triggers, which is checking if the prospect has accepted our request. So if it's accepted, it will execute the yes part where we are checking on the messaging, making use of all these placeholders. You can put the content over here, adjust the delays over here. Let's say after 1 minute, You can also include the attachments as the PDF files, images, GIFs, or the videos, or you can send hyper-personalized images from Hyperize as well. Then we are checking for if replied. That is another trigger to check if the prospect has replied. If not, we are sending another follow-up message and then another follow-up message. In case of no, if the prospect do not accept our request within 3 days, we are checking if the email exists. So if there is an email inside the prospect, we are sending them an email right from here. You can put on your subject line here and the content over here, and still you can make use of all these placeholders right over here as well. And in case if the email does not exist, we are sending an email. Email is sort of an email for LinkedIn. So if you want to reach out to the people who are not connected with you on LinkedIn, LinkedIn call it an email. So you can reach out to them via email, where you can put on the subject line here and the content over here. Then we have another follow-up email down there and follow-up email over here. That's pretty much it about how the flow will work. Here you get to select your email account. It could be G Suite, it could be Office 365 account, where each all the emails that will go out will be using your G Suite, Office 365, or any other IMAP account you're using. Then you can also turn on integrations right from here. Let's say you want to push the data on HubSpot, High Level, or Pipedrive right from here. You can select your integration, and then you can select at which step you would like to push the data when somebody gets or accept your request, or when somebody replies. So in this specific case, I would like to push the data when somebody accepts my request. Then it will automatically push the data. You just have to put on the campaign title and you're good to start the campaign. We also have some tutorials available over here. You can make use of templates in this case right from here. I'm just using this as an example, this specific template right over here, or you can make changes and save as the templates as well. So you can make the modifications in this specific message and then save it as a template. Moving to the next step, where we have the other type of campaign, which is the sequence campaign. The main difference between the both is that how you set up the campaign. Sequence campaign is more of like straightforward campaigns, where you just select the campaign type, what you want to run, put on the sequence, and you're good to start. So let's start a sequence campaign. I will make use of existing data or the URL I have searched for over here. Just select the account from here. Now you get to select the type of campaigns. We also offer search campaigns. You can start the campaign uploading the CSV file. You can also run the post campaign. So if you go over here on LinkedIn, you get to see we have the post over here. So like if we look into this one, we have 158 people like the post and 131 comments. All you can do is that copy the link to the post right from here, start the post campaign by selecting this option. You can also run the group and the event campaign. So if you go to LinkedIn, you need to make sure that you're the member of the group. So I'm the member of this group. Now I can reach out to all these people who are in the same group. So the benefit for that is that I do not need to connect with these people. Either I'm connected or not, I can send them messages directly on LinkedIn. And same goes for the events as well. Like I've been attending this event where we have around 1,139 attendees. If you quickly look into that, you can also filter down here data. Let's say we are looking for CEOs as an example. Once you're done with the search, again, just copy the URL from the top, go back over here, select the group campaigns or the event campaign, and paste the URL to set up your campaigns. In either case, you can run the message campaign. So you can reach out to them. Either you're running a group campaign or the event campaign. You just need to make sure that you are the member of the group or you are attending the same event. After that, you can run the campaign. System will pull the data and you can send them messages directly without any need to connect with them. Let's start a search campaign over here. Again, sorry, let's pick this URL now and let's run event campaign here. So I will paste the URL over here. I can select my integration. Let's move next. Here I can run the connect campaign, message campaign, engagement, or the email campaign, but I would like to run the message campaign because I'm reaching out to an event through the messaging. Here you can put on the content, then you can have the follow-up messages down there. You can adjust the delays. Let's say after 5 hours you would like to send another message, and maybe another message after 4 days. At any step, if the system detects the prospect has replies, your automation will go on the pause for that specific prospect in the campaign. But you still have the option to resume that on a single click. Let's move to the next part where I have the list of different campaigns running. Let's jump into this campaign. You get to see the activities over here or analytics over here. Then we can see the list of the leads in the campaign. Here you get to see, I can also search by like message sent as an example. So here you get to, if we look into this one, here you get to see the profiling, designation, company details about the prospect, current campaign they are active in. You get to see the different activities that are happening. Then you can put the reminder in the notes. You can add the prospect to the blacklist. You can move the prospects between different campaigns, or you can resume or pause the automation on that specific prospect. Then here we have the scheduler where you get to select at what point of time you would like to start the campaign. Like in this case, if you would like to target, let's say New York, then we will be selecting New York because that's our target audience time zone, and the campaign will start in 8 in the morning till 18 in the evening, New York time zone, Monday to Friday, and that's how the campaign will work. You can also manage some of the settings over here, or you can also assign different tags to the prospects right from here. So I can assign different tags to the prospects right from here. Then we have the Unibox where you get to manage all the conversations on a single page. Either you have multiple LinkedIn accounts, multiple email accounts, you get to manage all of them from a single place. Like I can have the messaging over here, right over here, and or probably look into this one. I can schedule a message. I can like select the predefined message. I can have I can put reminder in the notes. I can assign different tags to the prospect, add them to the blacklist, resume the automation, or filter down the conversation based on different tags right from here. Then we have the account section where you get to connect your LinkedIn and your email account. Email account could be any G Suite Office 365 or any Outlook accounts, or any other account you are using. You may have your custom IMAP account from your hosting provider. You can also make use of them if they support IMAP and SMTP. So you need that. So here we have the list of all these accounts. Here you get to manage the daily limits, the number of how many messages you want to send each day, how many connect requests, emails, follows, engagements. You can increase or decrease the limits right from here. Then you can also pause the account, refresh account, or remove the account anytime and connect the new one. Here you get to connect your email account. Again, you can adjust the email account details, set the daily limits from here, put on the global signatures, and you can like turn on and off GDPR compliance options right from here if it is needed for you. Then we have the personalized section where you get to manage all of your templates. It could be your own templates, or it could be the templates provided by Linkedcamp. Here you get to create saved flows where you get to send message on a single click for inside inbox. And here you can manage all the tags. So you have all the different tags. You can make use of them by assigning them to the different prospects inside the system. That helps you classify the prospects. Then we have the webhooks, which allows you to create different sort of automations, making use of Zapier, Make.com, Public Connect. You can trigger the data based on different events we have over here. Let's say when a lead replies, you may want to push the data. Then we have the team section where you can add your virtual assistant who would be responsible to start new campaign, manage the campaigns, manage replies. So you can add them over here directly. Then we have the blacklist, so you can blacklist the prospect based on the profile URLs, keywords, or the job title in order to avoid them or skip them from the future campaigns. Then we have auto withdrawal settings. After selecting number of days, system will automatically withdraw the pending request based on these settings inside your account. Then we have integrations. We have native integration with HubSpot, high level, Pipedrive, high price, drop contact, and Snowwire. You just have to put on their API keys. These two integrations, drop contact and Snowwire, is specifically just to warm up here, specifically just to extract the email addresses. So if you're running an email automation campaign, so for some of the prospects, you will not get the email from LinkedIn because they do not have the email address available on their LinkedIn account. In that specific case, you can make use of our integration with drop contact and Snowwire in order to extract their email addresses. And then you can, if you would like to make use of our API is also available on api.linkedcamp.com. So if you would like to make use of that, trying to connect it with your applications or add or update anything inside your campaigns, you can hit api.linkedcamp.com and trigger different events. You have the documentation available over here, and you can create the API token right from here. Then you can also add the holidays. If you do not want the campaign to work, you can add the dates over here in order for the campaigns not to work on that specific date. So you can select the dates right from here. And then we have some predefined flows over here. So if you would like to make use of some existing flows that comes along with your campaign, with your account, so whenever you sign up a new account, these comes by default. You can just make use of them, and on a single click you can pre-populate the existing flow, and system will automatically populate that. You just have to put on the messaging and you're good to start. Like here we have the engagement step. You can do different sort of activities right from here. Do let us know in case of any other question. Feel free to reach out, either send us a message on intercom, send us an email, or just book a call with us. We will be happy to help you out. Thank you for your time. Take care. Have a good one.